What up guys, this is Kelvin McNeil and welcome back to my channel where we discuss financial wellness, mindset therapy, and real estate. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how you can get up to $250,000 in unsecured personal funding.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, you heard me right. We're talking $250,000 that you can have access to for personal and/or business use, which means you're going to apply with your social security number and not your EIN number, but you can use this for business or personal use. So here are some examples of any purpose funding. So again, any purpose funding means you can use this for business or personal use. Real estate investing. So this is the number one most popular industry, right, for personal funding because their number one motto is what? OPM, use other people's money. That's how you make money in the real estate investing industry. Next, business startup. So all my small business owners, whether you need capital to start your business, capital to expand your business, whatever the case may be, if you need capital, we've got you. If you're looking for a new car and you've been shopping for, a car purchase, how dope would it be to show up to the car dealership with the cash already in hand? They'll be eating out of the palm of your hand. So next, education. So if you need help with education and tuition assistance, we can help you with that. If you're looking for down payment assistance and this is your last resort, we can help you with that as well. Cosmetic surgery, no matter what it is, we can help you. Film projects, all of my small project film producers. If you need capital of up to $250,000 to make your dreams come true and start recording that script that you've been writing, that dope script, we can help you get the capital to make that happen. Trucking and logistics. So my truckers, my business owners of trucking, businesses, if you're looking to stop renting and you want to purchase your first truck or two or three, we can make that happen for you. And I can't forget about e-commerce, right? This is the new industry that is booming, okay? There are freaking 21-year-olds who are becoming millionaires because they are making the most of the internets, as they say. So Amazon FBA, Amazon Automation, Shopify. If you've been looking forward to getting into those industries, this is the chance, right? I have my own Amazon dropshipping store and it's one of the best investments I've ever made. Passive income. Stock market investing. If you've been looking for capital to put into your portfolio so you can use those skills that you've attained to begin making income, we've got you. And these are only a few examples of what you can do with the money, but the possibilities are endless. So here's what you need to know about the funding product that we have available. You can get anywhere from $20,000 all the way up to $250,000. Now this funding, you can expect to receive it within 10 days. Sometimes it takes up to 4 weeks for what we call challenged files. That just means someone who is pretty much on the borderline of, meeting the preferred requirements. Otherwise, you can expect to get it within 10 business days, which is basically 2 weeks. No income documentation is required. Also, no employment verification is required. So that just basically means don't worry about being employed versus unemployed, self-employed versus 1099 or W-2. It really doesn't matter what your employment status is. Also, no home or assets are required because this is 100% unsecured funding. That just simply means no collateral is required or necessary. And lastly, Equifax and Experian are the only funding options available. What this means is when we start the credit process, we'll need you to get 3 credit reports from Experian.com or Credit Check Total, which is another subsidiary of Experian.com, or Equifax.com. So one of these websites you'll have to go to and get a trilateral credit report that shows all 3 of the credit bureaus. This next section is what you want to really pay attention to. This is our preferred requirements, which means our lenders, they have a set of, requirements that they want our applicants to have, right? So if you don't meet these requirements, unfortunately, you're going to have to, get to a point where you meet the requirements in order to apply. With that being said, first thing we're going to talk about is credit scores. And these credit scores, this means all 3, not just one credit score. So if you are a military affiliated applicant, meaning you or someone in your direct family or even a roommate is or has ever been military affiliated, you have a lower threshold. So you're 620 or higher. So if you have a 620 credit score or higher, you can get access of up to $100,000 right out the gate. If you're not military affiliated, or if you don't have any affiliation with a military bank like Navy Federal, then your credit score has to be a minimum of a 680 across the board or higher. Next, your revolving balances must be below 50%. So if you have any credit cards or other revolving accounts, we need to see not only that your overall credit card utilization is below 50%, but you must also have a minimum of 2 seasoned, which means the account has been open for at least 24 months, primary revolving lines. Primary meaning you cannot, or we do not count any authorized user trade lines. Okay, it has to be something that you are the primary account holder on. Next, no more than 4 inquiries per bureau within the last 90 days. That's self-explanatory. If you've ever been charged with a bankruptcy, it needs to be discharged. So it's okay if you've ever filed for bankruptcy, as long as it's been over 5 years ago and it's in discharged status. No late payments or collection accounts within the last 12 months, and no fraud alerts or credit freezes reporting to any one bureau. So if you've ever freezed your SafeStream or LexisNexis account, before you apply, you want to make sure you go ahead and unfreeze those accounts so that the lenders can have access to your payment history. Lastly, your current address must match on all 3 of the credit bureaus. If you have a new address, wherever you're currently living, this residence needs to show and reflect the same across the board. This address also must be a physical home address. It can't be a commercial location or a UPS store or a PO box. It must be a physical residence. The funding process is very simple. You can get funded in 5 steps, okay? The first step is to simply schedule your pre-qualification call. During this pre-qualification, we're gonna go over the preferred requirements that I just spoke about and make sure that you do meet the requirements. If that's the case, I will have you submit a tri-merged credit report for review. During this review, based on our own professional experience, we'll give you a quote and let you know exactly how much we think we can realistically get you approved for. The second step is for you to submit your application and all required documents. The only required documents that we will ask for is just a copy of a proof of address and a proof of identification. That's it. The third step will be a compliance call. So once you complete this compliance call, we will basically start the process of getting the funds that you were quoted for. And last but not least, you get approved for the funds, and then you can expect to receive those funds in as little as 24 to 48 hours. Now, this whole process, again, can take on average 10 business days, which is pretty fast. Now, this funding generally includes a combination of credit cards, installment loans, and lines of credit. There may be multiple lines ranging from $3,000 up to $40,000 each. The amount of each line is also determined by your credit. You will have multiple inquiries because each bank will pull their own credit report, though some credit cards may be liquidated. We call those cash lines. So cash lines are still credit cards, but the awesome thing about it is these cards allow you to pull up to 100% of the available credit via check or balance transfer. Proof of income is not required, but may provide additional funding if submitted. What this means is, if you do submit proof of income, that could help your chances of being qualified for more money with our stated income program. And last but not least, again, if you are military affiliated, you have access to more funding options. So if you're ready to take the first step towards getting up to $250,000 in personal funding for business or personal use, go ahead and take a peek down below in our description where we have a link that you can use to schedule your pre-qualification call to talk to myself or someone else from the GSC family, and we can go ahead and get you squared away and hopefully get you approved. If you found anything in this video helpful, do me a favor, drop a like and also subscribe for more content. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, night, whatever the time of the day is. As always, thanks for watching.